John Cleland in the Vauxhall Cavalier, a commanding lead in the 2-litre class. And with Frank Sittner effectively out of the race, that means that Rob Gravitt has almost certainly won the 1990 British Touring Car Championship overall. He's only got to finish. Andy Rouse leads. Rob Gravitt well behind him now in second place. Tim Harvey is third. Lawrence Bristow is in fourth position. Graham Good is fifth. And John Cleland in sixth place in the 2-litre Vauxhall Cavalier. Andy Rouse into the complex. Fine drive. Looks like his fourth win, but with no disrespect, I suspect Rob Gravitt is going to be happy to finish second and give the Ford Sierra Cosworth and himself their first British Touring Car Championship. So Rouse drives on now. We're with Lawrence Bristow, fourth position, out of the complex. Campbell, Kolb and Seagrave exit Seagraves, now on his way to Noble, the fast left-hander, chasing the car ahead of him, soon to take him into the apex. No, he's not into the apex. He's off the course. Over the infield to a standstill, and Lawrence Bristow out. For what reason, I do not know. Bristow walks away from the car. Not at all happy with it, obviously, and Andy Rouse is calmly now pacing himself in the lead to his fourth victory. 13 laps completed into lap 14. And now we're looking back from Rob Gravitt's car at Tim Harvey, number 3, third position, and closing up on the white Sierra of the champion-elect Rob Gravitt. There's Harvey. And he's going past on the inside, up into second place. And that in the background, incidentally, is Frank Sittner, rejoined in the BMW M3. We're with Gravitt now. Tim Harvey in front, and into the pits comes Cleland. John Cleland, sixth in the race, leading the 2-litre class. This is incredible. Luby in trouble, Sittner in trouble. Now Cleland in trouble, and that means to say that Netton Lindgren has gone through into the lead of the 2-litre class. And this looks pretty terminal to me. Steam from inside the bonnet, yes. Pushing the Vauxhall away, so Cleland is out. Now, what's the problem?
I thought it was a puncture. As I came into the chicane there was a sudden vibration. Just as I changed down, back on the power, and I thought it was maybe a tyre. It would appear that it's dropped some oil, so looks like that's that.
Well, if he's dropped some oil, that certainly is that for John Cleland, but it's not for Netton Lindgren. Look at this, leading the 2-litre class. Right behind her, in the leaping Ford Sapphire, it's Chris Hodgetts. Just behind him is Marcus Erstreich. But there is the race leader, Andy Rouse, on his way to his fourth victory. Now, his problem in 1990 has been tyres. Not the car, not the driver. And there, Tim Harvey going through in second position. Big gap between him and Andy Rouse now. And Rouse coming up to lap Ian Forrest in the red and white BMW. He's in 8th place, so that shows you how quickly Rouse has been driving. Number 1, first position. Round 12 of the championship. Rouse is 4 times British champion himself, but he's not going to be this year. That's the man who looks as though he's going to be. Rob Gravitt, number 11, third in the race, on target for the championship. But now the 2-litre class, first, second and third are together. Lindgren, Hodgetts, Erstreich, BMW, Ford, Vauxhall. Into the last lap but one, lap 19 out of 20, up to Allard at 100 miles an hour and out of it. Now onto the complex, down into second gear for Campbell, the right-hander, 65 miles an hour, and Chris Hodgetts tries for first place. Netton Lindgren shuts the door in his face. Hodgetts loses momentum. Erstreich closes up. Lovely bit of driving by Netton, that was. Perfect tactics. Now, round Noble. 3 cars, there is nearly 900 horsepower there. Out of Goodwood at 125 miles an hour. then Church. Here it is. That's the corner where there used to be a very nasty bump. That's been mostly ironed out. Onto Brooklands. And still the men, Hodgetts and Erstreich, can do nothing about the gallant Swedish housewife in front of them. But my goodness, they're trying. You'll notice that Netton Lindgren is sitting on the left-hand side of the car. Hodgetts and Erstreich on the right into the last lap. Terrific pressure on Netton Lindgren now, up round Allard for the last time. Hodgetts realises, and so does Erstreich, that if they are to beat Netton Lindgren, it's this lap. It's got to be this lap. Into and out of the complex for the last time. And Andy Rouse is almost home for that fourth win. Out of the club chicane for the 20th time to see the checkered flag, to take it and to win. And Tim Harvey finishes second in the Blue Sierra, but this is Rob Gravitt. He's going to be third, 8 times a winner, 8 pole positions, 9 fastest laps, 4 record laps, and that is supremacy. But this is the battle for the 2-litre leadership on their last lap, and it's still Netton Lindgren leading, it's still Chris Hodgetts second, it's still Erstreich in third position, as on the fastest part of the course, nearly 130 miles an hour. They come out of the right-hander and down to the club chicane for the last time, and Chris Hodgetts is closing, he's trying to take her on the outside, and he spins. Tries too hard. Erstreich goes up into second place. Chris Hodgetts rejoins. Well, it was a good try, but it didn't succeed. Netton Lindgren wins the class. Marcus Erstreich is second, and Chris Hodgetts comes in third. But what a wonderful drive by the Swedish woman, Netton Lindgren.
Netton Lindgren coming good late in the season, too late to challenge the overall champion Rob Gravitt, who at last gave Ford the success previously denied by the vagaries of the championship scoring. Frank Sittner for BMW, 30 points.